Hey everybody, UPS came, and I thought I would share it with you, because I'm actually pretty excited about the contents of this box. Because inside the box, underneath bubbles, I've got neat stuff. First of all, a brand new CPU cooling fan. Look at how big they've gotten now. Some fancy dancy 8 gig memory. And, really cool thing, an AMD Phenom II 6-core Thuban Black Edition. Very cool. A 1090T. And, last but not least, not quite last, a MSI motherboard. And now last, this would be the thermal paste. So, let's take a look. Alright, well, I'm going to, unless I can do this with my thumbnail, get out my unusually large box opener. Come on, there we go. Ta-da! Anything else? Yep. I think that was already cut. And we'll do these as well. And that one's good. I would have thrown that behind my back if I had a knife sticking into a board sound. There's a feather on my back. There it goes. Be free. So, look at this. Oh, I ripped the box. It comes with a metal thing. Yeah, that's it. That's the actual chip. Oh, this is the cooling fan. The wimpy cooling fan that it comes with that everybody hates. So that, I guess, everybody is tossing. And that can go down here, and this is the chip itself. Can I focus? Oh, it's tied down. There it is. You can see all the little pins there, maybe. There you go. I'm not going to open it up yet. Let's look at the replacement fan. Oh yeah. That there is a little bit bigger. So that's not even the one of the really good fans. But yeah, the neat thing is that this contacts directly with the chip, so the pipes have very good heat, induction, transduction, some kind of suction. Alright, so that's going in the computer tomorrow, as well as this. Hard to even recognize memory anymore. There we go. That look like a memory chip to you? Doesn't look like it to me, but I guess it's in there. See? So anyway, cooling fins on a memory chip. Sheesh. First memory chips I installed had 16 pins on them, and they were small and square, and had to be very careful about putting them in so you didn't bend any of the pins. Look at this. I get a poster. Military class. So, I chose this motherboard because, well, first of all, it had a big rebate on it, but also because it is the memory board of choice for those who are going to tweak their settings, and I still do that. Lots of interesting little doodads that are coming from here. Little panel for the back, cables for the hard drives, a separate board for the USB 3, and papers, instructions, a correction announcement, I'll have to read that, another poster, quick installation guide. There's a guide about how to open it. There we go. Yeah, there's the quick installation guide. And CPU, memory, storage device, graphics card, power, operating system, drivers and utilities. There you go. You can have your whole computer and operating system and everything installed in 5 minutes, right? That's the way it works. Not. Okay. I've got a control center book. The control center is a neat thing that allows you to change all the different settings on your motherboard, and you can overclock the motherboard quite well. And the chip and the fan that I got should assist in that as well. I've heard the neat thing about the chip, first of all, it's 6 cores, so that's pretty in and of itself, but also it's got a turbo feature that when you're running software that does not take advantage of all 6 cores, it automatically kicks the speed up from 3.2 gigahertz to 3.6 gigahertz on the first 3 cores of the multi-core CPU. But the other thing is that I know of people who are using this exact same configuration that I have, who have theirs set by default to run at 4 gigahertz. Well, I don't know them, but I've read that account on various forums. So whether or not it's true or not, we'll have to see. Whether or not my case and cooling fan are adequate for it, we'll have to see. But here we have the motherboard in question. Easy overclocking technology. Cooling fins everywhere. Looks pretty. So, there you have it. As I said, This is the MSI motherboard. It is the 890 FXA. The GX motherboard is the one that comes with a built-in graphics card right on the board. I didn't need or want that, so I went with the FX. And let you look at the back. You can pause it here if you want to see any of the specs. I'm not going to bore the people watching the video with the details of everything it says on the back because you can read that yourself on any other site. But anyway, the USB 3.0 is kind of neat, but I won't be using that very soon unless I happen to get an external hard drive that can take advantage of it, which there are a number out there that can now. And all of this is going to go into my system tomorrow. And we'll see how fast it runs then. I'm replacing an AMD 4000, AMD 64, Athlon 64 4000 Plus, that's what it is, which is a 2.1 gigahertz, 2.1 gigahertz CPU that is just single core, but it served me well over the years. I usually do text editing. I'm editing PHP files for the most part, so I don't have a huge need for CPU for most of my work purposes. Gaming is another story, and also I want to do some heavy-duty video processing later this year. So there you have it. It should be a pretty neat thing. Oh, there's even LEDs, number LEDs right on here. I've got some reading to do, so I'll let you guys go. Thank you for joining me on the deboxing. Bye.